Hey everybody, it's Coin Snobs. I'm Keith,
And I'm Jason.
and we got another box of halves. So this morning we went fishing, and to top off the day, we're gonna do another box of halves. So let's get into it. See what we got.
Come on, Silver. Yeah, no?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. No, probably not.
Doesn't look like we have any enders on top, but we'll see.
That ain't gonna stop us.
No.
Alright, awesome. Okay, we'll go through these and we'll do the wrap up. See you guys shortly. Alright guys, welcome to the wrap up. Let's see what we found. Super common everyday average 1971D. A little bit of rim damage there. But she's also got some struck through debris. Right there. Right there between the S and the O. Alright. And then we got ourselves an 83 Denver. Verse looks pretty normal. Nice bag marks there in the hair. But also got a little bit of struck through right there below the tail feather. Right there. Otherwise, a pretty normal looking coin. Another 71 Denver. Nice and circulated. But we've got what appears to be a little bit of struck through right here on the R in dollar. Right there. It's also a little bit of an ender, so I don't know, that one might get thrown back in the calls. To be determined. I'm not going to show you the years on these. Just going to show you the strike doubling. Yeah. We'll get through those quick. Struck doubling on those guys. And then we had a whole bunch of clashes this time. This is either a die crack or a clash. I actually think that this is a clash, because this fits in with the overlays that I was talking about before. That should be part of the front of Kennedy's hair, but I will check that later. And there's also some stuff that's apparent right here. And right there. And definitely got something going on right here. Okay. And of course, where we see it all the time, right here. You can see these lines right there. Okay. And that is an 83 Philadelphia with a lot of die polishing marks on it, which also is a pretty good indicator of it being clashed at one point. See, it looks a little strange there in front of his mouth and in front of his nose and eyes. That is a heavily polished die. Somebody was definitely trying to polish a clash out of that die. Really scratchy. And that might kind of look like it struck through a little bit right there, but that's actually not. That has some raised metal on it, so that's definitely damage. Okay. Another clash. You can see a little bit of it there between the F and the D. Same idea again between these talons and that star. All right. 72 Denver. A little bit of an ender on the outside rim there. Or I should say inside rim. Right along here. And some more evidence of die polishing. Alright, another clashed. Same thing between the F and the D in $50. Not sure what this is. It almost looks like it's a bag mark, but at the same time it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably a bag mark. Just a really shallow bag mark. Got a little bit of stuff showing through right here. And of course here. Definitely a light clashed die, but clashed nonetheless. And that's a 71 Denver. And then some really good clashing. This is one of the ones where clashing is super obvious. Pretty much everything there between the L, the F in half, and then the F and the D in $50. I mean, look at that. Let's see if I can get a good view here. There we go. Yeah, that is all clashing. That's all where the dies came together without there being a blank planchet between them. This is a really good example. Not as much up here between the rays and the stars, but it almost looks like maybe they were able to polish that out, because you could definitely see where it was polished. Lots and lots and lots of scratches. Very good evidence of clashing there. That's actually the top of Kennedy's hair, is what you can see there. Just the very edge of it. Let's see if there's any evidence on the front. Not as much on the front. You can definitely see where it was polished. Also 71 Denver. Alright. Some cool clashing. A little bit of the same concept, the top of Kennedy's hair right here, between the F and the D. This is more common though. These are the ones that we find quite often. That, and then of course, coming from the talons, going to that star right there. We see this quite a bit. And not so much in the rays here, but look at how polished that is. All of these scratch marks going pretty much in the same direction as the rays. Those are all polish marks from them trying to polish that clash out so they can keep using this dye. And a lot of people, when they first see things like this, they actually think that those are scratches on the coin, but they're not. If you look at it, these are actually raised lines. So the scratches were in the die before it struck the planchette. $71D, no shocker there. Both Philadelphia and Denver struck plenty of $half and 71. All right. Clashing evident again there between the claw and the star. That one's definitely not as impressive as the others. Also a 71 Denver. And let's check some of these here that we thought might have been mint state. Got some cool colors there going on the bottom. Kind of a little bit of rainbow toning, kind of pretty. Some more of the colors coming through there. The rim doesn't look too good, but the fields and the devices aren't so bad. Definitely got a little bit of wear there on the shield, so this might not be so good. Although it is kind of a pretty colored coin. Let's see what the front looks like. 78 plain. Yeah, it's got some damage in front of his face there. Not bad. Really cool toning though. It's not a great coin, but it's nice. It has really good eye appeal. Got a 95 Denver. A little bit of wear on the edge of the bust there. It's an okay strike. You can see here in the very low parts of the device is how it looks kind of mushy or like it's missing detail. That's just at a very high pressure strike. Usually you'll find it in the ear there too. See how it's kind of flat in there. Sort of shallow. The rim's not so pretty on that coin. The eagle's all scratched up. little bit of damage here. Again, that almost looks like it's been struck through something, but the biggest evidence for it not being that, as you can see, it kind of goes over to the raised devices right here, which tells me that it's probably damaged and not struck through. Yeah, it's got some damage on the H there. Yep, not impressed. This one will be going back. Oh yeah, look at the U there in pluribus. Yeah. That one is going to the culls. And then we got 3 Nifsies. 2010 Philadelphia. Let's just see how mint state these coins are and if they're worth keeping. I mean, again, they are Nifsies, but with there being millions and millions and millions of them out there, if they're not a high mint state, I don't really see a reason to hold on to them. I mean, of course you can if you want, but we have a lot of Nifsies that we've kept that we maybe necessarily aren't going to be worth anything at some point, but yeah, see, that one has a lot of wear on the face, cheek jowls, some scrapes there above the T and the R. Really nasty hit right there. Shield looks awful. So this 2010's definitely been circulating for a while. Yeah, so that one's probably going back. Probably not going to be kept. (2005) Denver. Awful. And it's a shame because these coins were absolutely beautiful when they were first struck, and then somebody decided to rip open their U.S. Mint sealed wrapper that they paid $34.95 a pair for and spend them. I mean, it was probably hard times. We've all been there. I know I've been there. But it's such a shame to see something like this have to be circulated. You can tell by looking at it, this was an absolutely gorgeous coin before it was passed around through roll after roll after roll. Scrapes on the shield. Plenty of dents and dings. Terrible scratch above the arrows there. Yep, so that one's going back into circulation. That one's definitely a no-no. 2010 Philadelphia. A different 2010. Scratches. Got a bunch of dings there. In the neck. Lots of scratches on his cheek. Again, I'm sure at one point an absolutely beautiful coin that someone had to spend. Yeah, that one's gonna be... That one's definitely gonna be going back. And another 2010 Philadelphia. Nasty hits on the lower part of his cheek there. Okay. Oh yeah, see, this shield is just terrible. All of these here, all of this here. And again, I mean, if that doesn't bother you, keep it. It's all about what you want to keep. But for us, it's just not a pretty coin anymore. Yeah, that one will be going back into the culls. And then we got some silver. 68 Denver. Circulated but silver. It's alright, can't complain. And 69 Denver. This one is ugly, but it's another 40%er, so that's alright, we'll take it. Ugly, ugly. It's alright, can't complain. Boom, there it is. Hopefully the silver's coming back to us. Alright guys, that's all we got for you. Any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them down there below. Make sure if you can, if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Try to do stuff, again, 3 times a week, but, you know, sometimes life gets in the way and that doesn't happen. Hopefully at some point we can start doing more than 3 times a week. Still looking to do that live stream. Just got to get with Keith to see when he has the availability to do the live stream, so we can do it later on in the evening so everybody can catch it. But until later, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next few days. Love you all. Have a good day.